Jimmy Uso versus Jey Uso. How would WWE get us back to that? Because if we remember the whole breakup and all the stuff during the summer, and then they just put them on two separate shows, like how do you see them getting us back to the brother versus brother leading into WrestleMania?
Unfortunately, the only thing that comes to mind right now is Royal Rumble. Somehow these two are either going to, dare I say, start the Royal Rumble together
Mm-hmm.
as a 1 and 2 kind of situation, or one of them is like, I could see maybe Jey Uso coming in as the number one pick in the Royal Rumble. Like he comes in at number one and he lasts probably through midway of that Royal Rumble, and then all of a sudden here comes his brother.
Hmm.
And dare I say, his brother gets eliminated since they've booked him more as a goofball. He tries to act like he ain't eliminated, pulls an X Pac in 2000 with Kane, and dare I say, finds a way to sneak himself on in there and eliminate Jay.
Because
And
he cost them the tag team titles.
yeah,
Because it's canon now. Jey Uso has more tag team title reigns than Jimmy.
yeah, yeah. And I just see something where it's gonna revolve around Royal Rumble. It looks like because that's the only other show. Because obviously we see Jay's tied up in War Games. That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
So Survivor Series ain't it, which means the only other big four pay per view leaves Royal Rumble. Road to WrestleMania, perfect way to catapult it, and then you can build the story
And
somehow
have
from
them
there.
kick
So
off night one. I mean, whatever night, because I know that was a question on social media, like should this main event night two, and then Roman versus Cody main event night whatever,
mhm.
whatever night Roman main events, the Usos should kick off because it all ties together. It should be one story. Like I feel like this is not a big enough match to main event its own show, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
If they did that, it's as a salute to service to the two of them just for what they've done together.
Yeah, if they do it, I'm not against it, but I feel like it should tie into Roman's final hurrah.
Agreed.
So it's like if they were to go into 40 and Roman loses the title there, what better way to have them kick off the show and then have them tie into the outcome, or in this case, choosing not to tie into the outcome this year into
Mhm.
WrestleMania, and then that way we finally get a clean Roman Reigns match and we can move on from that. But yeah, Jimmy Uso versus Jey Uso, I just feel, yeah, I like your idea the most. Like
Mhm.
you use it as a way to basically, the Royal Rumble is a perfect scenario because you don't have to worry about the limitations of the brand dedication, none of that stuff. They literally Royal Rumble match, they interact, and you have Jay basically beg and plead with general managers to give him his brother,
Pretty much. Yeah.
and then that leads to WrestleMania. And then you have Solo involved because Solo he don't mind thumbing his brother.
Right.
So
Pause.
pause. So it's like stuff like that. So I'm intrigued. Like hopefully we can get back to that at some point because, like you said I believe you said it on the post show. I have to listen back to it.
Yeah.
But that's literally they've both been side characters. It's about that time, especially Royal Rumble time, to get them back to the main focus, especially with Jay as the big baby face and
Mhm.
Jimmy as the goofy but cunning, jealous heel. Because every time Jay gets popular, Jimmy wants to come in and kick it away.
Yeah, it's like it's funny how he turns that on and off because he gets real goofy most times. Like he's hilarious
Mm-hmm.
as this heel. I mean, props to him and making this work for him as a funny heel, but at the same time, still showing you that he's serious at times because he just all of a sudden does things and you're like, oh, that's right. We're supposed to hate you. As hilarious as you are, we're also supposed to hate you. So yeah, man. I'm intrigued and I hope, like I said, Royal Rumble seems to be the only one. I don't see any because the only other thing, if it's not Royal Rumble, bro, is maybe Elimination Chamber. Like Jey Uso has a chance at a championship, World Heavyweight Championship, dare I say, and somehow Jimmy finds a way to get himself in there and yet again cost Jey Uso a championship, and that catapults the anger. But it's got to be between Royal Rumble and Elimination Chamber. Like,
For
if it
sure.
ain't one of them two, what are we doing here?
Right.
You know what I mean?
What was the purpose of breaking them off without doing the tag team? So,
especially in this tag division on fire. I mean, it's begging the Usos to be back together. So I get it. They're living up a dream. Let's hurry up and do what they want to do, and then get these boys back together so they
get
can
back to business
with some of these tag teams. Point blank.
Point blank.
When the club go around here, I'm the cactus. Bang, bang, gang, I don't owe you jack. When I'm in the ring, it's just me and my best friends. OC cutting no slack. Hollywood Miz, you can put me on the A-list. Gresh Unleashed, better put it on your playlist. Me and my fam be ballin' like the Bruce. Fight night, baby, hard hitting like Sheamus. Family first, yes, bloodline business. Winning all the gold, look at how they winning.